Ready?
I'm ready.
It's timeless design, state-of-the-art technology, and captivating performance. Advanced new Mazda CX-3, a modern classic.
MixxFM News.
Professionals Real Estate Hamilton. Professionals in property management.
Part of the Ace Radio Network. 88.9 and 93.7 MixxFM.
14 degrees in Melbourne, showers clearing tomorrow, a top of 14. It's 5 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Tony Tardio. Police have charged an 18-year-old man with multiple offences, including attempted murder, after the shooting of Sam Abdul Rahim at Faulkner 2 months ago. The ex-Mongols bikie was gunned down in his car while leaving a funeral on June 25, but survived the attack. Police raided homes at Epping, Laylaw, Craigieburn, Meadow Heights, Docklands and Greenvale this morning, where they arrested 6 people aged between 18 and 24. 5 were interviewed and released pending further inquiries. The 2 gunmen fled Australia within 48 hours of the attack, but detectives say they know who they are. Detective Inspector Mark Hatt says they're confident everyone responsible will be found.
If you're involved in illicit firearms or if you're involved in shootings, rest assured Victoria Police will track you down and bring you to justice.
Ian Cook has announced he will take on the Premier for the seat of Mulgrave at the November election. iCook Foods was one of 6 companies supplying food to Knox Private Hospital, where listeria was blamed for an elderly woman's death. Chief Health Officer Brett Sutton blamed iCook Foods for the outbreak. The offences were later thrown out in court. A parliamentary inquiry has since heard a council worker photoshopped an image of a slug found in the company's kitchen. Mr Smith maintains the slug was planted.
This woman went through and literally fabricated evidence which was then used to charge me. When we got to the very first contest mentioned in court, all of the charges were dropped. This election for me is not about right and left. It's about right and wrong. And corruption is always wrong.
Former Prime Minister Scott Morrison says he's yet to receive formal notification of any inquiry into his secret portfolios. He says neither his successor, Anthony Albanese, or his department has reached out with any detail. Former High Court Justice Virginia Bell will conduct the inquiry. In a statement, Mr Morrison says he's prepared to deal with Justice Bell directly. Retail sales are continuing to defy expectations despite cost of living pressures. Lucy Gray reports.
Inflation is rising and wages are stagnating, but new data by the Bureau of Statistics shows some shoppers still have money to burn. Almost $35 billion has been spent in-store and online across July, an increase of 16.5% on the previous year. Fleur Brown from the Retailers Association admits it's a surprising result.
In the face of some of the cost of living pressures that are starting to bite.
Department stores were among the biggest winners, with shoppers spending about 35% more at large outlets compared to the previous year. In Canberra, Lucy Gray, 9 News.
2 days could soon be wiped off the isolation period for COVID-positive patients. Short and longer-term changes to restrictions will be discussed when National Cabinet meets on Wednesday. A person is currently required to self-quarantine for 7 days. In finance news, the share market down 152 points, the dollar buying 68.49 US cents.
Darren Groves knows the Hamilton property market. Call Darren at Groves Real Estate.
Richmond insists Shea Bolton is in no doubt for Thursday's elimination final against Brisbane after he missed training this morning due to personal reasons. Tigers star Dustin Martin participated in every drill of the 90-minute session as he pushes to return from a hamstring injury. Geelong spearhead Tom Hawkins is unsure whether the Cats will go with 3 tall forwards for Saturday's qualifying final against Collingwood. Hawkins says he can't wait to return to the MCG to play a final.
Excited just to be back on a big stage. I know there's been a lot of talk about the fact that we finished on top and where we'd host it, but purely from a player's point of view, as an individual, I can't wait. We're going to get, 80,000. Watching Carlton Collingwood in the last game of the season, sort of whet my appetite.
And Sydney's ruck depth has been taken a big hit, with Peter Laddams given a 3-match ban for rough conduct in the VFL on the weekend. It's 5:05. That's the latest in news and sport.
If you have an unwanted tree that needs removing or trees that are encroaching on fence lines, Barco can sort it out. They're your local accredited professional team and one-stop shop for tree lopping and traffic management.
The next time you try a McCafe coffee, you'll be enjoying the delicious taste of Australia's most popular barista-made coffee. Just one of many reasons to try McCafe.
It's hard to believe that some people buy beds out of town. Makes you wonder if they've ever been to Beds. And if they know how good the staff are and the time they spend making their customers happy, shopping elsewhere is a bit silly, really. Beds of Portland.
For
Mix
25
FM's
years,
Business of the
Aussies
Month.
have been
Mix
powering their
FM,
passion
your
with
official
battery
emergency
roll.
broadcaster.
So for hitting the open road, on your next outdoor
Mix
adventure,
FM
or
weather.
simply taking
Edith
pride in
Fox,
a job
Southern
well done,
Grampians Livestock
there's
and
only
Real
one
Estate,
place to
property
go.
consultant for
That's
Portland and
Battery
surrounds.
Roll.
Sheep grazier alert, strong wind warning for the west coast and a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of the southwest. Cloudy with showers tonight, thunderstorms and large hail and heavy falls. Looking at an overnight low of 6 degrees. Tomorrow, cloudy with showers in the morning, clearing in the afternoon. Wednesday, a partly cloudy day and a top of 14. And Thursday, showers and 13. Tomorrow, Hamilton heading for a max of 12, 13 for the coast.
Harvey Norman Hamilton, your kitchen appliance specialist.
At the moment, it's 10 degrees.